Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Facebook land. Hopefully I can completely make it through a whole live stream without getting bumped off the live stream. That would be super nice, Facebook. It would be super nice if I could make it through a whole live stream without getting bumped off of a live stream. Because it seems like the last couple of live streams I've done, I keep getting bumped off of them. If you are here, tell me hello. I'm just inviting a few peoples. Tell me hello if you are here. Oh, just getting started. Trying to share it to all the places. Mo, Allison, Kathy. No bumping me off. I'm tired of being bumped. Guess what I'm doing as I'm listening? I bet you are. Let me just use my psychic senses right here, right now. I bet you're taking pictures of dresses and putting them up. Hopefully you're getting pictures of dresses and putting them up. Oh my God. It has been a whirlwind. And I apologize because I'm coming in a little disheveled here, but I have spent the weekend. Amy, Abella, if you are here, tell me hello. I have spent the entire weekend, journaling and in the quantums and getting connected and meditating and all the things. I've been doing all the things. I've been doing all the things, and it's been a crazy weekend of downloads. I have literally had my ass kicked by my spirit guide team this weekend. I have literally had my ass kicked this weekend by my spirit guides. So, Kim! Morgan, hello! If you are here, please give me a shout out. So, I figured, why not share some of the ass kicking? Why not share some of the ass kicking that I've been receiving as downloads? Because I am at this point in my journey where I am just absolutely done with all my bullshit excuses, done with all my playing small. I am done with it. Done. Completely done with it. And I want you to be done with it too, right? I want you to be done with it too. So just take you a little bit on my journey a little bit. Just kind of tell you where I'm sort of coming from. As last year about this time, I was in celebration mode. I was kicking ass. Terry! I was kicking ass. I was doing so good. Everything was shifting. All the shifting work that I had done was coming to fruition. Samantha! All the stuff. Tanya! It's so good to see you. All the shifting and all of that work had come to fruition. I was on top of the world. I was seeing how I was growing. I was seeing where the quantum leaps had taken me. I was just in this element of joy and happiness, and oh my God, I up-leveled, right? And what an amazing journey that up-level was. I put in all the hard work. I did all the things. And when I got there, I was like, yes! I did all the things. I did all the things, and I got to all the places, and hell yeah, it was awesome. And that kept going on and going on and going on and going on. For months, and I was just like really in this stream of like just this up level and this moving and all this stuff. And then about September, it's like the world just kind of went shoom. Ken! The world just went shoom, right? And all the stuff started coming up. All this new stuff started coming up. And I was like, Oh my God. So here I am again, finding my place where I'm having to do the work, having to go into the quantum, having to go into the shifting, having to show up for myself, and having to look at the things and having the painful processes come up and seeing what I needed to see. And this weekend, as I've been journaling my little heart out. And look, I just want to say this. I want to say this to all of you who are listening. I had such an aversion to journaling. I absolutely had such an aversion to journaling. I am somebody who just didn't love journaling. And it just didn't seem like the thing for me, right? And that's what I told myself. It's just not the thing for me. I'm really not into journaling. But I knew from the guidance that I was receiving, I knew from the mentors that I had, and I knew from seeing the growth potentials of what journaling could do for me, that I decided that maybe journaling was something I really needed to focus on. And so I would journal small. I started journaling small, little bits, little bits and pieces. And then I started moving into creation journaling. Well, as I kept doing it, I kept showing up for myself and kept doing the mindset work, I found that I actually began to fall in love with my journaling. I actually began to get excited about journaling. And oh my God, I want to journal this out. And oh my God, I want to journal that out. Well, this weekend, the band hammer from the guides came in. It was like, boom, we're done with this shit. And all this inspiration, all these thoughts started coming through. And it was just like, I just flew into the quantum. And I've been looking honestly at a lot of the things that I needed to grow from or needed to grow to. And one of the biggest pieces of guidance I got this weekend is that when the journey gets bigger, the things that we have to look at get bigger too. And in order for us to really grow and really evolve, we have to begin looking at the things. And the things will get bigger as the journey gets bigger. As the journey evolves, the things that you have to look at are going to evolve too. Because in order for the journey to get bigger and bigger and more expansive, you've got to really dig deeper and deeper in and get rid of the baggage and the bullshit that you're carrying around. This light on my glasses, not my sunglasses, my glasses are driving me crazy. And my filter, Facebook took away my favorite filter. So as the journey becomes more expansive, the things that we have to look at, the things that we have to grow from become more expensive as well. We have to be prepared for them. And I wasn't prepared for that, right? I wasn't prepared for it. And it was this process of like going through this stuff. And I finally began to see it. And I finally, took some suggestions and I released a lot of things and I journaled my heart out and I've been spending 2 hours every morning in my own mindset work, just being in my space, being into my own head, meditating, journaling, dancing it out, raising my vibration, raising my frequency, getting guidance, getting inspiration, getting moved before I continued my day. And it's made a world of difference. It's also helped me to see what I needed to see to expand from so that I could make this journey more expansive. And when my guides were showing me last night was the potential of expanding this message, the things that I've had to grow through or I am growing through, and how that can help other people, how that can help other people expand into where they're growing or where their journey has taken them. Because I think sometimes the greatest teacher is the one who's been through the greatest experience, right? I become relatable. It becomes relatable. But that doesn't mean that I just get to sit stuck in my damn experience. I can't just stay stuck in my experience. If I want to expand my journey, if I want my journey to grow, then I have to be willing to grow with the journey. I have to be willing to look at my shit authentically, show up for myself, and do the work. And one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn from this is that the things in my experience that are showing up are not there to hurt me. The things in my experience that are showing up are there to help me. How are they there to help me? How are they there to benefit me? Because everything, we say the words, everything is a benefit to me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is flowing as it should be. Everything is what it is. But do you really believe it? Like when you say the words, do you really, really believe it? Are you really, really looking to see how the experience is benefiting you? That's the question, right? Are you just saying the words? Oh yeah, it's benefiting me. And then you go and you worry about it. Or are you actually really, really looking? How is this experience benefiting me? What can I take from this experience and how can I grow from it? Because look, we can talk about being in the void. We can talk about stagnation. We can talk about standing still. We can talk about all those things. But the thing is that while we may be feeling stagnation, or we may be feeling still, or we may be feeling in a void, things are still moving. Energy is still moving. It's still continuing to revolve, right? And so you can either go, you know what? I'm going to make the very best of this, and I'm going to look to all my experiences growth. I'm going to look to see how I can shift this perspective into something that's benefiting me and start applying some of my spiritual tools to it. Or I can just sit here. And decide that I'm stuck in a void, and that's that, right? Totally resonates. Everything is always meant to help us in our journey. We get too attached to things being the way we want them to be. Yeah, well, so one of the things that has happened for me in my journaling today, after my riveting experience last night, which I'm just going to tell you guys, like I was buzzing. With guidance. I was like vibrating. And even one point, I got so excited that I literally had to like really focus and ground myself out because I got overly inspired, if that's a word. But I was thinking today, my mom used to tell me when I was a kid, because I am such a fucking rebel sometimes, she'll tell me not to do something when I was a kid, and I'd go and do it because I just had to see for myself why I shouldn't be doing that thing, right? And so my mother used to tell me I was my own worst enemy. And I was thinking about that today and how we are our own worst enemies, how we are our own worst critics. And yet it's so contradictory to who we really are because the inner being is always looking out for you. The inner being is always looking out for you, right? And so when we are criticizing ourselves and over-criticizing ourselves, and we're in those spaces where we are doing things or looking at things with the perspective of feeling pain, we're not looking to how the experience is benefiting us, but rather how the experience is hurting us. We are totally in conflict with our inner being. We are totally in conflict with who we really, really are. We are totally in conflict to the guidance that is afforded to each and every single one of us, and we keep looking to outside circumstances or outside extensions to sort of gain an understanding of who we are. And the whole thing is that it's already a part of you. Everything that we need, all the answers that we seek are within us. Every bit of it, and it takes a little bit of focus, and it takes a little bit of drive, and it takes, do I believe everything happens for a reason? I do believe that everything happens for a reason. It wouldn't happen if there wasn't a reason for it, but we have to look at how the thing that happened benefited you, right? You have to look at how it's benefiting you and not how it's hurting you. What I don't believe is I don't believe we're here to learn lessons. I think we need to drop that fucking mentality right now, because I think when we're sitting in this space where we think that we're here just to learn lessons, I think what begins to happen is that we begin to always look for another reason to be kicked in the ass, right? And I think we're here for the experience. At least that's the guidance that I receive, is that we're here to have the experience. We're here to have the experience of feeling and emotion and all the things that you don't experience when you are in spirit. Because newsflash, like when you leave this body, this body is what creates pain, happiness, emotion, feeling, right? When you leave this body, you don't feel cold. You don't feel hot. You don't smell hot dogs, which is just so nasty. I don't know why that came out because I hate hot dogs. But hey, as a human being alive in this body, I get to smell fucking hot dogs, right? I get to go outside and smell that trash at the dump, right? But I also get to smell flowers, and I also get to smell sea salt, and I also get to, smell beautiful things that are cooking in the oven, right? When we are younger, our soul is guiding us more because we remember that we are meant to do things and have experiences in order to discover who we truly are. Yeah, I mean, and then one of the things that keeps coming up for me is to remember who I am. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. And at first I was like, was it because they want me to really start focusing on my mediumship work? Because I'm really wanting to go to coaching. I'm really feeling pulled to go in coaching. And I love the coaching aspect. I love what I'm doing in the coaching. And no, it's not. It's remembering who I am as an inner being. And that my inner being is always in approval of who I am, regardless of what anybody else thinks. My inner being is my inner being is the unconditional love piece of who I am. It's always reminding me of my amazingness. It's always reminding me of my ability. It's always reminding me of my courage. It's always reminding me of my strength. It's always reminding me of how magnificent I am as a being. And I think the reason why a lot of us, one of the things I say is when people are going through these transitions, I'm asking, are you meditating? Are you journaling? Are you raising your vibration? Are you spending more time to yourself in the morning? Are you not looking at the phone when you first fucking wake up in the morning, right? And a lot of times people are like, no, I don't have time. I haven't made time, or I haven't done this, or I haven't done that because I haven't made time, or I'm just too busy. And that's just bullshit. Right? So look, the guys are calling bullshit on my excuses. I'm calling bullshit on that excuse. That's bullshit. You do have time. And if you really, really believed in it and really, really wanted it, you would make the time to do it. You would make the time. The reason why a lot of us aren't doing the inner work that could really help benefit us and really help us evolve and grow is not because we don't have time. It's because we're too focused on what is and not where you're going. We're too focused on what is and not where we're actually going, not where we're headed. That's why you don't make the time to do the things that could benefit you. So my question is, do you really believe in where you're going? Do you really believe in your unconditional love center, your inner being? Do you really have faith in that? Because I think a lot of us can say, yeah, I believe in something divine. Yeah, I believe in some, energy that is superior, a superior form of energy. And yes, I believe that can be also a part of me. And yes, I believe that. But do you really have faith in it? Do you know it? Do you know it? Because what it comes down to is when you know that it's there, when you know the guidance is there, when you know that the meditation and the journaling can get you there, when you know it, you do it and you get there. When you doubt it, when you doubt yourself in it, you wean off and you don't do the work and you don't get yourself there. You decide to place your focus in on the circumstances that are present right now and not on the journey. And a lot of times I like to use this analogy. Hi, Kim. I like to use this analogy, right? Is when you're in a car, let's just, and you guys probably heard me talk about this analogy before, but I'm going to bring it up for the new people who are watching, right? Let's say you're me and you're living in New Hampshire, right? And you want to drive to California. And you get in your car and you're driving to California. Now it's going to take me like 4 days to drive to California, right? So as I'm driving to California, I stop in Colorado and I go, I can't see California. I must not be getting there. Right? I can't see California. Like, I'm driving to California. I can't see California right now. I have not passed the sign for California. I'm not on any roads to California. I'm on paths that are taking me to California. That doesn't mean that California isn't coming. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to arrive in California. But if I stop in Colorado because I haven't gotten to California yet, then I'm sort of being my own worst enemy. Right? I'm stopping before the journey gets there. I'm stopping before the journey leads me there. Right? And so I think a lot of us, we get this momentum, we get excited, and we start doing the work, and we start, I'm going to do the work, I'm going to do the things, and then we start doing the things, and things aren't showing up for us right away. They're not showing up. We're such a damn microwave society that things aren't showing up right away, and so we go, you know what, it's not working. It's not working, warning, warning, danger, danger, this isn't working. And we stop. And we start focusing back in on the circumstances. We start focusing on what is right now. And what is right now isn't where you're going. What is right now isn't where you're going. And newsflash, when you get to where you're going, you're going to want to go somewhere else. Because as long as you are alive, the journey and expansion is never going to end. It is never going to end. It is never, ever going to end. And neither is the expansion of who you are, right? Neither is the expansion of who you are. It's never going to end. So why not take that extra time to put the energy now into you, to focus in on you? Big lesson for me. My mom used to tell me when I was a little girl, you are not the center of the universe. The world does not revolve around you, right? The world does not revolve around you, sweetheart. Well, you know what? If you think about it for a moment, it kind of does. Because all things that are a part of our lives are extensions of us. Right? There are extensions of us. And when we don't put all the energy into us first, when we don't focus in on the inner being and get in soul aligned and getting in alignment and doing the things that are going to benefit us, when we're depleting our energy for everything else before focusing on ourselves, then we're not giving the right kind of energy to the extensions of the things that we're creating. Right? So I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your marriage. I don't care if it's your kids. I don't care if it's your courses. I don't care if it's your packages. All those things are an extension of you. All those things are created through you. Your marriage, your children, your courses, your job, your dinner, right? All of that stuff is created by you. And so if you're not coming in and focusing on the alignment and focusing on the balance and focusing on the perspectives of how to shift and change your life, then you're giving the depleted energy to the things that are extensions of you. And you're not showing up for those things the same way you would if you were balanced and aligned before you actually went to do those things. Does that make sense? It's like being in that airplane, being in that airplane and the airplane goes down and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to save everybody else by not putting on my oxygen mask. And then you die before you can save anybody else. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense, right? So we got to start putting the focus back in ourselves. We got to stop focusing on what is or the current circumstances and focus on the damn journey ahead of us, the moment right in front of you. You know, if I want to get to California, I know I got to get to Colorado. So I'm going to enjoy the journey to Colorado. That's going to lead me to California. And then from California, who knows? Who knows what can happen once we get to California? Or who knows where we go from there? Right? It's open. And then who knows what we're going to have to face when we get there. And yeah, when we're on those roads and we're driving down those roads, we're going to face bumps in the road. We're going to face curves. We're probably going to face some dirt roads. We're probably going to, there's probably going to be some roadblocks, right? We're probably going to face all that shit that ain't going to stop us from our journey to get into California, because we know if we keep driving the car and we keep moving around those things and we keep working our way around those things, we're going to get to California. This is the same damn thing, like manifesting your desires. And today when I was journaling, like something came out of me that like when I wrote it, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I wrote that, right? I can't believe that I just wrote that. And it was like, I get to have what I want when I want it because I want it. Wanting and receiving doesn't mean, no, it is okay and it is okay to want and desire, and it is perfectly okay to receive those wants and desires. I get to have exactly what I want when I want it just because I want it. I get to have it all. It's my dog. It's my dog. He wants to come in the room. Can y'all hear Teddy in the background? So I have this very spoiled little baby dog. And if he's not in the room with his mama, he cries. And if his blankets aren't fluffed up right, he cries. And it sounds like he's like dying better. It's such a sad little cry. But he can't come in the room right now. So he's at the door. He's whining. That's what I have. I'm telling you guys, like this journey right now, we got to stop playing small. We have got to stop playing small. I am so done with playing small. My expansion and how I want to help my clients and how I want to work with my clients is going to require me to really focus in on the things that require my attention. And I am not going to stop my journey. I am not going to stop my journey because it's going to be, too hard to go around or too hard to face or too hard to look at. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to not show up for myself. I am not going to be my own worst enemy. I'm going to center into my inner being. I'm going to remember who the hell I am. I'm going to remember that queen I am. I'm going to remember that boss bitch I am. And I'm going to step into that. I'm going to apply it in every area of my life so that it shows up in every area of my life, whether it's, the self-care and beauty aspects, or whether it's wellness or resting or just taking better care of myself. There's a lot of different areas that we can do this, right? So, hey Joyce, you always be in my circle. For as long as you want to be in my circle, you will always be in my circle, lady. Look, spirit guided. All of these downloads that I'm receiving, all the stuff that I'm getting is from the inner being. It's from the spirit guides. And the downloads have been hammered down, right? Hammered. Like I absolutely feel unstoppable. And I am going to apply everything that I do, everything that I'm going to do, everything that I'm putting my energy into, I'm going to put extraordinary energy into. Because You deserve extraordinary. I deserve extraordinary. We need to see ourselves as extraordinary, right? We need to see ourselves as magnificent. We need to see ourselves as the inner being is. Huge flash of light in my hallway. Yeah. That you just got whatever I gave you, Kathy. It's there, right? It's like, here's the light on, right? Here's the light on. So I am on fire. I am totally on fire. I am totally on fire. I'm feeling it. And, what I desire is expansion. What I desire is growth. What I desire is movement. And I desire that for all of you who desire that. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not giving your energy into yourself and focusing in on yourself and giving yourself the extra time, it's only because you're too damn focused on what is. And that needs to change. And that needs to change. This is one of the reasons why Spirit Guided was created. So that you can begin to understand the energy. You can begin to understand the divine being. The center to who you are. Right? So that you can begin to understand what guide energy is. It is not something just woo. You know, I think people think spirit guides and they think, oh, woo. Yeah, I guess it is kind of woo, but you know what? You know what? Hey, Hannah. Hello, beautiful. It is a part of everybody. It is a part of every single being on this earth. Whether you're connected to the divine or, you know, you have psychic abilities or whatever it is, every single one of us have spirit guides. Every single one of us have that connection. We have it. And I can help you understand the energy so that you get the aha moments for yourself, so that you receive the guidance, the amazing freaking guidance that just is having right now is just making me on fire, right? And I'm waking up. When you wake up first thing in the morning, and what the messages that you hear when you wake up are, this world is magical. Let's create magic today. You are beautiful. I'm waking up. And it's not me saying it. Like, I'm waking up to my divine being. I'm asking my divine being for the messages. And I'm waking up to these incredible freaking messages every single morning. And it's been happening like this for about 3 weeks. And like, even when I'm in that mode, when my ego is in that mode where I'm like, you know, really kind of in my ego, I'm still waking up to the messages. It's like, remember, the world is magic. Remember, this is magic. Remember, life is beautiful. Remember, you are beautiful. This is what I'm waking up to. I'm hearing these kind of messages. And when you wake up to that, you want to go listen in more. You want to go reach in more. You want to feel it. You want to do the meditation. You want to do the journaling. You want to have the visions. You want to expand. You want to look at the things that you need to look at. You want to look at the things that you need to look at, right? And so this is why Spirit Guided was created. And it is all changing. Everything is changing tomorrow. I'm redoing the whole lead page and everything else tomorrow. It is $77 right now. It is $77 right now, and it's a 6-week course. I just posted the link. It would be insanity for you not to sign up. Look, it's $77. And when I say it's a 6-week course, I'm telling you it's a 6-week course with 12 modules. 12 modules. And if you sign up tonight, you not only get the 6-week course with the 12 modules, you also get a free one-on-one session with me to tap in and find your most innate divine spiritual gift, why it's present for you, and and an exercise that you can use to further develop it. You get that free, right? So, like, all of my services are changing. The price on Spirit Guided is changing because it has to. It's ridiculousness that I have it for $77 right now. It's ridiculousness, right? That I have it for $77 right now. It's an amazing program. I'm excited. I'm like so on fire about it, and everything that I've been getting downloaded is going into it. I've been working on content today. I've been working on videos today, and I'm just absolutely in love with this program, and I think the whole world needs it. right? Like from where I sit, I think everybody needs this program. Everybody needs this program. It's an amazing program that's going to open you up. It's going to help you understand the divine energy that's within you, where it comes from. And then we're doing quantum shifting too. We're doing quantum shifting too. So we're going to be stepping into the quantum. We're going to be moving through those dimensional fields. We're going to be learning what that all means. Like, what the hell is a quantum field? What is a quantum field? Joyce, sign up for this. Joyce, come and sign up for this. Honestly, honey, it is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. You don't have to be super psychic. You don't have to be tapped into your super psychic. You don't have to be super psychic to get into this. It is going to be something when you get with your spirit guides and you get in alignment with your spirit guides and you begin to understand the messaging and you begin to understand what's happening and you're tapping into the inner being, it changes your life. But what I'm so freaking proud of about this is that this program is going to allow you to get your aha moments. Like, I'm not giving you the aha moments, right? I'm getting you to the place where you can experience those aha moments for yourself. And when you experience those aha moments for yourself, it's something that resonates so deeply within you that you've been like, did this really just happen? Like, did this just happen right now? Like, are you kidding me? Right? Like, oh my God, I get it. Oh my God, it get me. Oh my God, I want expansion. Oh my God, I deserve more. Oh my God, it's okay for me to want and desire all the things. It's totally okay. It's totally okay to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you know what? You are fucking beautiful. You're amazing, just as you are. You know, and when you start resonating with that and you start feeling that inner being, you start feeling that inner love, and it's like moving through you and it's powerful, like it causes you to want to do more for yourself. It causes you to want to step into who you really are. It causes you to want momentum and expansion and to be like, fuck the void, fuck stagnation, fuck this being stuck. It doesn't exist. It only exists when I accept that it does. It only exists when I accept that it does. The link will work after I finish. I'm getting ready to go now. I just wanted to come on and share because everything is changing. Everything is changing, and I'm taking you with me. We're evolving. We're expanding. We're moving. We're shaking. We're doing the things. It's $77 tonight. It all changes tomorrow. Get in. I love you. I love you. Good night.